Hey Sagittarius, Everlong Mystic here. Today we're going to do a letting go message, a release type message. So we're just going to take a look at what you need to let go of, or what you're currently letting go of. And then we'll look at a bunch of other things that kind of play into it. And you wanted me to use the Mystical Moments deck. Alright. So, what you're letting go of, what you cannot control, what you can control, what you're right about, what you're wrong about, an excuse that you tell yourself, what happiness is coming in, and your next right action. All right. So, Sagittarius, what are you letting go of? Ooh, so we have Eight of Pentacles here, and it looks to me like you are painting a very beautiful version of yourself here. But this version of yourself it's not a current version. It's weird. It's like you've worked very hard building up like some kind of image or something, and it's like this is the moment of realization. The way it's weird, the way she's looking at this butterfly that she's painting, or this moth, or whatever it is, this is the exact moment of realization that what you've been painting, what you've spent all this time on, like it's not it. Like there's more. It's not the end all be all. Like maybe maybe back in the day you thought this is what you wanted to be, or how you wanted to look, or something like that, but you actually are letting go of it. I mean, it's very beautiful. There's the butterflies everywhere. Lots. I mean, it required a lot of transformation on your part, but you're not done. You're not done, Sagittarius. It's like this was a step. You had to go through all of this effort to get where you are now, and it's, and you're letting go of it now. Okay. So what is out of your control? What is out of your control here is, ooh, devil. Okay, well, that's fair. That's fair. So, out of your control, you have the devil here, and with this devil card, the way just the spider is going into, the spider's like going into her midsection here, it's like you, it's like you don't have control. It's kind of like, it reminds me of like that when, when bad things happen to good people, that kind of thing. It's like you don't have control over every single bad thing that ever happens in the world. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes, like you never, there's billions of peoples, there's billions of paths. I mean, there's billions of their lines. It's just like it's infinite. There's no way you're going to be able to put your finger on every option, every timeline, every path, every person, every web. You know what I mean? It's like, and and this kind of like feels like letting it get to you a little bit, just the way the spider's going into her midsection here. It's like you can't control the universe, Sagittarius. I'm not sure that you think you can. I'm not saying you think you can, but it's a reminder that you can't control the universe. So, okay. Here is what you can control. So what can you control? Oh shit. You got the sun. Sagittarius. That gives me goosebumps right here, because this is your freaking happiness. This is your happiness, Sagittarius. You have complete control over your own happiness. It's like your happiness is not controlled by anyone else. Just you. Just you, Sagittarius. Man, that is super awesome. I love that. I wish the sun would come out like in this position for every sign, because it's true. All right. No one else is responsible for your happiness. It's you. All right. So, what are you right about? Let's see. What do you write? What do you write about? I know you like to be right, Sagittarius. Three of Wands. Ooh. So this is a vision. It's weird. It's like, okay, so first of all, this city and the buildings are down below here. So to me, this feels like kind of like 3D life right here. Like, like 3D life, like going to work and getting the groceries and doing your laundry and, that kind of stuff. Media, blah, blah, blah. But like, you are, you're so much bigger than that, Sagittarius. You're so much bigger than just that. There are like cosmic components of you, right? And and what you're doing here is like you've kind of, you've it's like raising your vibration or awakening further and further. Like here, it's like you've got something more to do. You know what I mean? And it's like there's a part of you that really is standing tall, and you're looking out further. You have such a high vantage point that you can see so much further than the people that choose to just stay right here. You know what I mean? Even the people in the penthouse of the highest whatever, you're still you still have a much higher vision. And it's like you're able to see further. And if you thought this about yourself, it's true. You're right. You're right. You can see further. Okay, so now let's look at what you're wrong about. What are you wrong about? Knight of Pentacles. Oh, dang, that's really cool. So the Knight of Pentacles, to me, well, to lots of people, it's slow. You know what I mean? It's slow moving. So what you're wrong about is it's almost like a time component. It's like you're thinking things are going to take a long time. Like it took so long for you to paint this butterfly, to make this image of you that you have to now leave behind. And it's like you believe that the next version of you, it's going to take that long also. But you're wrong. You're wrong about how slow it's going to be. It's going to be quick. That's really cool. It's kind of encouraging. All right, so an excuse that you tell yourself. You have the Ace of Pentacles here. What is this excuse? To me, this feels like I'm not really getting much from the typical meaning of the card Ace of Pentacles, because the true meaning of the card is not an excuse. You know what I mean? But the way, just on the image alone, the way she is just sitting there, just looking at this, it's like, I don't know, like I can't do this, or it's like lack of self-confidence here. It's like you're watching this frond grow, and you're reaching out to it because it's something that you want. It's something that you want to touch, but you're just kind of just sitting there. It's kind of like wishing. It's kind of like daydreaming or wishing, or instead of actually doing. Like that this new version of you is coming. You're letting go of that old version. Yet there's a timidity here. And it's not and this timidity is not a typical, it doesn't feel typical for you. It's like that little it's like that tiny little naysayer in your head going, well, are you sure? Maybe you should just sit back, let the world happen. Sure you want that? You know, that kind of thing. Like that, just that tiny little naysayer. It's like being caught listening to it, you know? All right, so happiness coming in. And it's got to be something you can control because you got the ultimate happiness right here. All right, the happiness coming in. Oh, cool. It's the 10 of swords, but what's really cool is that it's like the relief of it, right? It's like all of these all of these things that are just like that kind of like penetrate you. You know, like all the things that stick in you and they bother you and kind of like anxieties. It's being relieved. I want to get a little bit more a little bit more on this. Cause see what I'm seeing here, I'm not seeing these going in. I'm seeing these being removed. And it's like you're sitting here going, "Oh my gosh, just like hurry up, remove them." and but you're directing it. You're directing you are the director in this whatever this movie is or whatever. It's like you are totally directing them like you're showing the needles how to come out and you know which one to remove first. It's almost like I don't know, like a weird like personal like happiness surgery or something. Yeah, I don't need these. Okay. So, what is the next right action for you, Sagittarius? Two of Cups. Look at you. Very cool. So the next right action for you, Sagittarius, is allowing yourself to be loved. It's allowing yourself to be loved. There is there are like-minded people out there. There are people like you. There are people that are meant to be with you. There are people that are meant that you're meant to share experiences with. And your next right action is allowance. It's to allow it to happen. Very beautiful. I like that. Okay, Sagittarius, this is you know what? I do want to tell you that I did decide before I started this series that the indicators for a bonus reading will be if you get the Tower card, the King of Cups, or the Two of Pentacles. And I don't see that anywhere here, so no bonus reading for you, Sagittarius, but I love this message. And I hope it helped you in some way. I thank you for embracing your inner mystic, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Sagittarius.